Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. We're here live on YouTube. Greetings, everybody. Hope you are great. Hope you are fine. It is a beautiful night here, just about 9:30 here, GMT time. Hope you are great. Hope you are beautiful. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to be a big thinker in 2021. Why it is important that you think big. So by the end of this video, I would hope that you'll be a big thinker or plan on thinking big in whatever you want to do. As an entrepreneur, as a business person, as in a relationship, if you're doing business deals, if you're starting a business, if you want to plan something huge like a concert or a virtual summit, it is good to think big. So the definition of thinking big, according to the dictionary, is when you think about doing something that takes a lot of effort, that involves people and involves a lot of money. So if it involves effort, people, and money, then you are thinking big. Why is that? Because the bigger you think, the higher the risks and the greater the rewards are. Those who think big serve more people. You do great things with your time, your energy, and your money. So you get triple, sometimes double, or even times quadruple of what you are putting in. Those who think big earn big. You think small, you get small. So my name is Joshua, and I am a mindset coach. I help people empower themselves through positive thinking, putting it in your heart. You gotta put it in your heart. Whatever you do, put in your heart of it. And also, you wanna take action, because sometimes we are stopped by our beliefs or our theories. We do the theoretical part, then imagination, that's perfect. We daydream, that's good, but we don't follow it up with action, isn't it? So that is where we need to get out. It's called faith without works is dead. Works and faith, works and action go hand in hand. So you gotta believe that you can do it, and then you also follow it up with action. So thinking big. Thinking big is one thing most people do. Most people don't do. Those people who think big are the ones who are very successful, and they go the extra mile. By going the extra mile, you're ahead of people. And remember, those who don't think big always depend on those who think big. Those who say it's like, what's the point? They are depending or looking up to someone who's thinking big. Think about it. Those people who don't have much. They go buy from others. They go look up. They have heroes or heroines who are big thinkers. So if there are no big thinkers in the world, then the world would be a funny place, wouldn't it be? But to think big is about doing things that involve a lot of people, money, effort. So if you're going to do something at all, start a business, for example. As entrepreneurs, we have our business that we go through. So if you're going to start your business, or you want to increase your sales or get more customers, you want to think big. You want to ever do a campaign. You can run Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. You can create a following on your social media channel. You want to think big. 10, 15 followers, 100 followers is good. 500 followers is good, but at least you want to reach I would say the 12 or 10,000 mark followers. That is great. That's when you start making a big impact, because the more people see your post, the more reach you get. The more connections you have, the more reach you can get, and the more influence you have, and the more people get to know you. So to think big is about doing things that involve a lot of people. Look at a movie, for example, guys. Look at a movie. When people make movies, they are thinking big because they involve a lot of people and money and effort. There's the actors, there's the producers, there's the sound engineers, and those who are doing their creativity, then those who are doing the timing, and the stunts people, then it goes to the doubles, then you got a lot of people there, then you have to involve the government sometimes to get permission. Then those going to edit the videos, then you're going to produce it, then it's going to show it to the world. So all those people are involved. They think big. So they involve a lot of people. If you look at the cast of a movie, sometimes there are over 1,000 people involved in the movie. Then the money they put in there is millions of money, or millions of pounds or dollars. The effort is a lot, because some movies take years or a year or two to to shoot, edit, and produce. But the reward is big because they make one movie that take 2 years plus £1 million to make, or £2 billion, and then the reward can be over £1 billion that they make out of it. So the return is great, guys. The return is great. The best thing I could give is a movie because they work for 1 year or 2 years and then they push it up. Once it comes out, it makes a lot of money. Those which are box hits, they do absolutely well. Another thing is sports. Sports are supposed to think big because they get teams to come together, then they get a stadium put in there, and when people come, they make it a story, make it entertaining, and people come and watch and pay. So they have two teams coming in, and then they create a whole system just over that. That is thinking big. And how many of those who are making billions of sales in businesses? As of today, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world according to statistics. So we got Elon Musk, we got Jeff Bezos, we got Bill Gates, we got others as well, billionaires. Those, they think big and they do things in a big way. So once they think big and reach more, they do more. Once they put in the effort, they get rewarded more. So how can you think big, guys? So think big, because everyone who is not thinking big, and if they say it's against it, they use something of somebody which is thinking big. Those say, oh, thinking big is bad, the billionaires are not good. They use clothes, they buy clothes from billionaires, they use computers which are made by billionaires, people who are thinking big. They live in a country which is run by people who think big. So you gotta be aware of your thinking and your beliefs. So if you say you don't believe in big thinking, then look at your clothes, look at your house, look at your car if you have one, look at your business. All those are things or objects created by people who think big. So the world runs on big thinking. Why? Because the world is a big place and many people are in there. So the world has to cater for everybody in this who are alive. So thinking big is what solves the problems in life. Thinking small will solve something small, but again, it'll be there tomorrow. But thinking big will make it easier and quicker and more effort. So how can you think big? That's a good question. So how can we, the question is, how can we break through the limitations that we have set for ourselves? We tend not to think it because we have set limitations like, okay, that's too much for me, that's not enough for me, that's too big, that's too expensive, that's not for me because I'm not confident, I'm not certain kind of people, I am not a man, I'm not a woman, because of my religion, because of my background, because of my color, because of my education. So those are things which we put in ourselves that we say, no, it's not for me. So then we limit ourselves. So by limiting ourselves, we are stopping ourselves from getting what is naturally ours. So once you begin those thoughts, you tend not to move on forward. And life is about moving forward. So the thoughts you have of not thinking big are holding you back because you believe, nah, I can't do it. I won't ever do it. So you will not do it. But yet you watch others who are doing it and you cheer them on. That guy is amazing. He's awesome. He's my hero. This is my point. The point is, those who say thinking big is not good, they have heroes and heroines who are big thinkers. For example, those people who have the actors, we've got musicians, we've got people doing fashion, we've got leaders, some have business moguls. So everyone who thinks small has one of those people as their role models because, oh, that guy's amazing. He's sold many copies, then he's does so well, sings so well, very confident. Why? Because they think big. So everyone who says thinking big is not good, they have someone who thinks big. The reason why is because they know in your back of your mind, thinking big is what makes everything go round. So even if you deny it, you're just trying to lie to yourself, but you're keeping yourself behind. So how do you let go of those limitations? What do you call limiting beliefs that you have been born into? It could be your culture, it could be your tradition, it could be your society, it could be the friends you hang out with. Some of them now are instilled into teachings that you should not do this, otherwise you're terrible, you're bad. Some will even punish you for thinking big nowadays. Some cultures, some people will punish you for actually thinking big and like, who do you think you are? Do you think you're better than us? Huh? You're too arrogant. All the things you get when you decide, hey, I want to get more. Oh, you're greedy. Oh, you don't want to be one of us. So you got to overcome it now. Unfortunately, that's where the world is now. Most of the people are in that mindset of thinking big is bad. Yet they'll go buy a car, they'll buy a house, they'll buy clothes, they'll buy food, which is created by somebody thinking big, who's solving a problem. So big thinkers are people who solve problems, who have solutions to things, to problems. All those who have problems, they run to big thinkers when they need a solution. A small thinker will never run to another small thinker to solve their problem. unless they have to. In most cases, they'll go to someone who has the knowledge, the intelligence, the wisdom, the experience to solve their problems. So only if when things are good, people relax. I don't need it. But when things go bad, all the small thinkers run to the big thinkers. Why? Because big thinkers have solutions. They solve problems. We solve problems. We think big. So the question is, guys, how can you overcome your limiting beliefs or your limitations in order to stop thinking small and thinking big? If you're married, if you have a family, you must, it's good to have an income which has at least 4 times your bills. If you have three kids, maybe, example, and you're earning at least 2,000 a month, that is good. But if you get £8,000 a month, you can do a lot more. You can save more, you can invest in education, you can give more, you can do more of them. Because the moment you have a little money, it goes out the next day. It goes for all the bills, you have a little left to save, then you have to start again. But you think big and you think smart, you can do a lot more and get more done, and then you have a lot more to work with. It gives you even time to breathe and relax and to make more plans. But if you're always thinking small, because once you think small, it goes. Next day it's finished. So you have to go think again. And it keeps going round and round and round. That is the bad side of thinking small. Because you gotta do it every single time. You have no break. Because it's done. Once it's done, you gotta do it again. Thinking big is you have to put in effort. Everything has a price to pay. But if thinking big, the effort you put in, you get a bigger reward and you get more done, you get more accomplished. It also boosts your confidence and your self-esteem. Creates bigger networks and it makes you go farther ahead in life. The whole point of life is to move ahead. Once you're born, we grow. We automatically grow. By age increases no matter what, because it's all about increasing. We also need to increase in our minds, in our knowledge, in our abundance as well. Because if you get left behind, it is a laughing matter. Sometimes people are like, oh, you lost, oh, you got left behind, you failed. Like, oh, people will forget you or laugh at you. Life will not reward those who get left behind. So how to think big, guys? You gotta do certain things, certain behaviors, attitudes in order to stop thinking small. So I'm going to talk about 5 things you can do to start thinking big. So number 1, you're going to set realistic goals. Set realistic goals. You're going to set a goal. We all have goals, but because some goals are to be lazy, some goals are to watch TV 5 times a week, sometimes some goals are just to do nothing. That's somebody's goal. But set a realistic goal which can help you improve. Saying I want to get a steady income. I want to be confident. I would like to improve my skills. I like to lose this kind of much weight within weeks, doing this and that and that. Nobody to set goals which are realistic and achievable, and which move you to put in a bit of effort inside. Something which will make you a bit uncomfortable. So set some goals which will make you use a bit of effort inside, which involve more people. Something whereby you need others to help you achieve it. That way it will engage you, it will help you stand up and inspire you to do something more. If something you can do by yourself, then you won't really do that well, unless you're a very motivated person. But set a goal which you can achieve, something whereby it makes you think ahead, it makes you plan more, it makes you to help others, get involved others to do it. So that way you can come out of your comfort zone, so you can do it better. So if you want to set the goal, don't go over the board, whereby you set goals that's so big that if you fail, you feel bad. They gotta be measured. Something like I can do this within 1 year, sell this product, I can start a business. As entrepreneurs, I can make more sales, I can get a healthy relationship, I can have more spend time with my family or my kids, go on vacation. So all the things require a bit of effort sometimes in order to plan and go for it. So set goals as a target that you need to achieve or objective with yourself. It could be weekly objective, it could be daily, it could be monthly, but you want to set them and also hold yourself accountable. That's the first thing, is to set a goal, guys. What is a goal? Something which you can achieve, something which you want to be successful in, something which requires a bit of effort and might take you out of your comfort zone a bit, so you can do it. And then once it's done, it boosts your confidence and helps you do more. So the first one is set a goal. So number 2 is you want to surround yourself with positive people. Oh, that is a great thing. We all have friends, families who are always disagreeing, which is not bad, but always telling you cannot do it, you shouldn't do it, it's not for you. They want to be in your business all the time, but they don't want to be there. They want to use your resources without you accepting them. They want you to use them and then leave you with nothing. So people like that we have. So the key is to surround yourself with people who are positive, those who will support you, who will motivate you. They don't have to agree with you, but as long as they can give you feedback and say, that's good, but you can do this better. Those who support you will tell you what's right and what's wrong and what you can do to improve. Their boss will tell you only what's wrong. I mean, that's all they do sometimes. Oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, it's wrong. Always criticizing people, looking for the little mistake to blow it up. Avoid those. Work with those who see the mistakes and the good, and they tell you the both of them and how you can improve. And those are ones who you keep in your inner circle. So make sure those peers around you are always positive. By mean positive, I mean they are present, they're clear, they're focused, and they know when you're wrong, when you're right, and know to push you forward. Sometimes friends are not the best sometimes to moving forward because they want your attention as well, and they want you not to be better than them. So it's better to get a mastermind, those who have the same mindset of where you want to be and ever experienced it or are willing to learn that so they can push forward. Friends and family sometimes are there, but the best of girls who have the same mindset as you. So number 2 is change your network and surround yourself with people who are positive, those who will support you and also say no when you're wrong and tell you how to change, but also give you positive feedback. So number 1 is set a goal. Number 2 is surround yourself with positive people. Number 3 is you want to be persistent. Thinking big means you're going to keep on going on even if you are faced with challenges. Because thinking big, it takes a while. That is effort. So when you think big, it takes a while for these goals or targets to be achieved. Thinking small is like going to the market. That's small. You can go there 1 minute, you're back. Thinking small is turning your TV. That's small. But adding £1 million can take you a few months or even a few years. So the big goals take time. So you gotta be persistent. By persistent, I mean always moving forward even if you are faced with obstacles. No matter what, the advancing mindset, always keep on advancing no matter what until you achieve your goal. Keep on persisting. Because times will come when you feel like stopping, feel like quitting, feel like giving up, you feel like things are not moving forward. That's when the persistent mindset will kick in and say, no matter what, I'm going to go for it. So if you're thinking big, guys, always be persistent. Why? Because others will get their goals first and they'll laugh at you like, hey, what's wrong with you? Because their goals are small. They will come in and you think, hey, what happened to me? Where's my goal? How come I'm not achieved it yet? But because it's a big goal, it takes time. Like an oak tree, it takes many years to grow. Like grass grows very quick. These plants, these shrubs, they grow in a few months, but some trees, they take a while to grow because why? They are big thinkers and they last longer. So big things take time. So if you're a big thinker, you're going to be persistent. Be persistent. Always keep on moving no matter what happens until you get to your goal. Number 1 is have a goal, a clear goal. Number 2 is surround yourself with positive people. Number 3 is be persistent. And number 4 is you like to have faith. Faith is hope in the things unseen. Faith is 100% believe in your own abilities. So you gotta have faith in your abilities before you start this, no matter what, because if you don't have faith in yourself, you'll quit no matter what. Any room for doubt, worry or fear, you're like, oh, it's too hard. That's it, it's gone. So once you're thinking big, you gotta have the faith, like keep the vision in your mind and no matter what happens, I'm gonna make it. So the faith and the persistence all mixing together, because to be persistent, you must have faith that things are gonna work. You must be like, no matter what, I'm gonna make it. Faith is the hope of things unseen, knowing that it's gonna happen before it happens. Looking at the future and saying, I'm gonna do this and this is gonna happen. So faith, persistence, second affirmation. You're affirming the future. You're declaring what's gonna happen before it happens. That is faith. No matter what, I'm gonna do it. Boom, in there. So by your own faith, you shall be saved. You shall heal. You shall win by your own faith. Not by your friends or your family or your partner or your neighbors, but by your own faith. Not even God's faith. Said by your own faith. You have to have faith. That is self-confidence. Believing in your own abilities. But not to believe in ours. But you gotta believe in yourself if you want to think big and keep moving forward. Because if you're persistent, it might take a while. You never know when it's gonna happen sometimes. But if you keep on making every day count, that is going to be a positive for you. So have faith, believe in yourself. Don't have any room for negative thoughts or doubts, worries or fears. And meet those who are telling you, oh, you can't do it, mate. Oh, stop it. What do you think you are? Avoid them. Ever be assertive with them or avoid them or block them. Depends on what you want to do. I personally, I am sort of them. I say no, I'm not interested in you, or I just sometimes the best things to ignore them, because the more you talk, the more they think you're engaging with them. So have faith, have faith. Faith is important, because this mind is very important, and this feeling is this heart is very important. Have faith. Have 100% belief in your abilities, that you are going to achieve this big dream that you are following. That's number 4. You want to have faith. Number 5, you gotta be patient. Be patient. When you are having a big goal, patience is the key. My goodness me, because things can take time. You might think, like, what? Probably God forgot me. Oh, it's not going to work. It's been 5 years, nothing has happened. And people might try and, hey, what's going on? And it might be right, because nothing has happened, dude. What happened? It happened to me, where my friends got what went before them. And for me, it took me another 7 years after they did it. We're all the same age. We're like, dude, you're still suffering. Like, yeah, you haven't got to what you wanted. Like, yeah, I haven't. People are like, oh, God. So you got to be patient and never let go. Be patient. That's a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience meaning waiting for things after you've already planted the seed, not waiting for theoretically, but actually after you've done the first work and you're waiting for it to manifest, after you've put in the hard work and the action. So you're waiting for something to come about after you have put in the work, not waiting for nothing which you just thought of. So you gotta be patient, guys, when thinking big, because it takes a while. So the patience, the faith, and persistence, they're all coming together. So those 3 are connected. Persistence is moving forward even if faced with obstacles. Faith is having the belief that you're not going to fail and it's going to come to pass. And patience is waiting and not giving up. So they kind of mix in together. They kind of mix in. They're layered upon each other with interlocking borders. But those 3 are very important. You can also add in, so as you get persistent, you'll have to get used to being uncomfortable. So persistence will make you get out of your comfort zone. So you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That is speaking on live stage, holding events, being a leader, stepping in the limelight, doing things I was not willing to do, staying up late sometimes, sometimes not sleeping at all, going the extra mile. People are sleeping, you're working, people are partying, you are making moves. So you gotta get used to being uncomfortable. That is out of your comfort zone. So when you're thinking big, there are more points you could add in there, but have a goal, believe in yourself, be persistent, and have the skill of waiting for those things to come, and then get a group of people who are going to support you, because thinking big involves people. The people part of thinking big is the people you're going to surround yourself with. The effort is the persistence, because persistence needs your effort, because you got to keep on. Something bugs you here, you find a way through. Something takes you back 3 steps, you got to quickly jump ahead 5 steps to overcome it. If you hold back 1 day, you got to walk 2 days ahead just to be in time. So the effort in thinking big is the persistence part, which will cover that. And also the faith, you got to believe in the persistence and faith that will cover the effort. The money comes when you are having the friends. It could be part of the friends, it could be part of the patience when you put in the money, or when it could also be a reward. So all those things are those which are involved in thinking big. Now, big examples of those who think big in this world: Elon Musk is a big thinker, Jeff Bezos is a big thinker, Oprah Winfrey is a big thinker, Jack Ma is a big thinker. Why? Because they make big moves which involve loads of people, because they are people they employ, not people who are their customers. They have millions of people who are their customers. The employees are over 100,000 employees. They think big. So they think big and they act big, and they are rewarded very, very big. There are plenty more millionaires, billionaires, those people who think big, leaders who are influential. Don't have to be rich in wealth, but rich in mindset and knowledge. Yes. So those who think big involve many people, effort, and sometimes money as well comes involved. But always think big, guys, because think big will help you think forward, think ahead, plan steps ahead, plan for the future, cater for the next generation, cater for next year, the next 5 years, because we're alive. Some people only think of today, that's it. But tomorrow, I don't know about tomorrow. Then tomorrow, back again to do that. Those think big, like say, okay, today I got to do this, I'll set this for tomorrow. I'll think about next year, think about 10 years, think about my children, think about their children. What will I do? Will it affect my neighbors? Think about the economy, think about where you're heading to, think about those who you need. Thinking big, you make plans, you think of people, you involve others in it, and you see where everybody plays a part. Because we are all connected. We make big moves, we make history. So we are brave, we are bold, we are courageous, we are persistent, we are faithful, we are goal-oriented, You gotta think big to think high. Always think big no matter what. Because thinking big gives you solutions and provides solutions. When you think big, it helps you solve problems. And people love people who solve problems. People are drawn to you because they see you're confident in yourself, you solve problems, and you make their life better. You enhance others when you think big. Because you're not only thinking of yourself, but you're also thinking of others. Thinking of how can it's a win-win situation? How can I benefit? How can they benefit? Small thinkers only think of themselves. How can I make it? Which is fair, we all do. But they only think of themselves and how they win, and sometimes they don't regard other people's rights or people's feelings. So they cause a lot of trouble when they create programs or when they make stuff up, because people think, oh, that hurt me. They don't think of the consequences, or they don't think of others when they help people. So these companies which you see always being sued or because cost of living, because they are small thinkers. They don't take care of their workers, they don't take care of their community members, they don't take care of their people. They're only being selfish, only me, ever, my profit, my company, me, always only my house, my rules, others don't matter. That is small thinking, when others don't matter. Yet when others leave, they collapse. But big thinkers take care of their people, they know that they need people, so they take care of them. And then they look after them and look after the future. So you think of me, I think of you work for me, I want to see about your family. Are you okay? Is your health okay? Is your welfare all right? Is your welfare good? Is your health is important? How about your future? Are your kids supported? How is the family? How is the village being supported? So all those are ideas which big thinkers give, guys. So you think small, you're going to solve your own problems. I think you have to think about it more again. But if you think big, that is the way to move forward, guys. So start thinking big. Always think big and only follow those who think big. We're here. We say we think big. Why? Because thinking big solves a lot of problems, and the more people are happier and better lives, the better life is. When you think small, you gotta do it every day. Then you gotta think small. If you earn £10, then £10 are gonna be finished by tomorrow. Then you have to do it again. Then it's like a cycle. But if I earn £1 million, I can rest, I can plan more, I can help many people, I can invest for the future, I can study, I can go for holiday. So that is the importance and the benefits of thinking big. So you want to think on the other side of the solutions. Not only what can I get today. Think about 10 years from now. Think about 15 years from now. Plan 20 years ahead. Some people cannot do that, I understand. But if you get that mindset, if you can plan 10 years ahead, you'll be way ahead of the game, of the people, of your competitors, those who are against you, because you're thinking light years ahead. You get more solutions coming in here. You get more influence, you get more support, more followers, and life rewards you because you are a big thinker. Look at the movies. They involve so many people. It can take 2 years to make those movies, which are great. Not only movie is great, but it can take 2 years to create the movie. They involve many people, the artists, the actors, the producers, the sound engineers, all those are put in there. But once they hit the box office, my goodness me, some of them make millions on the first day of the sales. So all that is rewarded when that time has come. The effort will then take the hard times, the persistence, the faith. It's going to be sleepless nights, hard work. But once you get rewarded, my friend, you want it big. Look at the movies. Some of them, on the first day they sell, they make over $600 million in one day just by selling. Something take them 2 years to build. You think small, you earn £1,000 every month, you're happy. It's gone. You say that's too big, that's too fast. So I'll do something which gives me money today. I'll earn £10 now, or $10 now, and then because I need it now, and then it's gone. Use it, it's gone. So you're gonna again tomorrow, 10 again. You do it every single day. And if you earn $10 a day for a whole year, that's 3,000 times 2 years. That's 6,000. But if you say no, I'm gonna work hard on this until it happens, and then you get $600 billion, even one day. So you gotta think different. The way you think, it really matters, isn't it? So but again, it's your choice, isn't it? But we here, we say we think big because both ways, you're going to get paid the price and you're going to get a reward. If you do small things, you get small rewards and you do it every time. And finish quickly. If you do big things, it takes time, but you get a big reward, then you can relax. So we're here, we think big, we do the hard work now, the smart work, you put in the effort, the persistence. When sleep is nice, but when the time comes, because everything has a time when it comes to manifestation, like a fruit, when it's planted, it grows, you water it. Once the fruits are produced, that's when we will rejoice. When others are still working hard, crying, gnashing their teeth, oh, I'm hungry, I'm poor. Because they were partying, they efforts more, they doubled the money. They went to party, chasing partners, throwing money here, throwing money there. They had fun, they forgot about tomorrow. While we were suffering, they're like, look at them, they're suffering. Oh, we don't want you now, we don't know you, because you're suffering, we don't want you. But then when the table's done, then your time comes to manifest. Oh, well, remember me, oh, help me out. So that is always be a big thinker, no matter the weather, no matter the people. And if you're by yourself, think big. Never ever let go of your dream, no matter how big the paycheck is, no matter how good the deal is. Never let go of thinking big or your dreams, because once you let go of yourself. My name is Josh, guys. I am a mindset coach. I'm here every night. You can check me out on Facebook in the mornings, and we'll be here on YouTube every night talking about this beautiful year which we are going through, this pandemic. Hello to everybody who is talking, who is on the chat. So guys, don't forget to subscribe and get a notification whenever I'm live again. So if you like the movie, share and subscribe, and tell all your friends and family to come. Let us enjoy this new year together. So we shall see you again for another podcast on the new year, believing in yourself. This is the time to say no more doubts, no more fears. I don't care about your race. I don't care about your height. If you have one leg, if you're very dark, if you're very pale, if you're very big, if you're very small, if you have one eye, if you have two hands, if you have one hand, doesn't matter. We're here to work, to make everything work. We don't want those things of because I'm Christian, or I'm Muslim, or you're African, oh, you're European, or you're Asian, or you're black, or you're brown, or you're white. What's what they call small thinkers? They always look at something to make you feel bad. Those are small thinkers. They always complain about your race, about your color. Then it's about your voice. Then it's about you. I've always kind of people. We are tired of them. I'm fed up with people who are, what? Your hair is bad. Oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that? They're always gossiping, causing troubles because they're insecure on the inside. So they want others to feel the same. So we say no to that. Choose ye who you want to serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, the universe, the God, the big thinking. Those small things of hating people because they look different, because they're better than you, because they are doing something nice. We celebrate success. Every human being is a success in their own way. So we don't want any negativity here at all, because we have big thinkers. Big thinkers never criticize others, no matter how bad they've done. Even in private, you don't do it because you know you're a big thinker. Thank you much for watching, guys. Thanks for guys on the chat. I appreciate for your thumbs up in the chat. Take care, guys, and thank you for listening. We shall see you on another day, another lovely episode. Shalom.